Hello, it is April 8th, 2021. It's gonna be the third time doing this video today. I tried to do it 3 times yesterday. How is everybody doing? I'm gonna be giving you some information. I did do like a part of this video, I don't know, I think it was like last summer. You know, there's just been so much stuff going on that I'm not as consistent as I would like to be on my videos. But anyways, let's just hit this because I want to get this done. Yesterday, I felt like I literally got attacked at the end of the video. I had it almost done. And then all of a sudden I couldn't think. And you can see me in the video, like my head's down and I'm like, whoa. And it was like a pulse. Everything in my house went quiet all at the same time. It was like this pulse, and then my ears started ringing and I could not think, and I had to shut down the video and I had to go to the gym and like pull myself together. So let's just do this, okay? First and foremost, have you ever asked yourself the question, why do they hate us so much? Why do they hate you? Why do they hate me? What did we do to them? Do you know who I'm talking about, right? The ones I call the tards. You know, the ones that are supposedly so smart that they can get away with anything, and you know, they steal children and they make huge agendas like separating colors and religions and genders, and then teaching humans that there's 68 different genders or whatever, constantly keeping us in confusion and anger and fear. Fear is the biggest one of all. When you're born, and if you remember that video, and if, for those of you who don't, it's fine, but when you're born through this blood initiation. Okay, it's the blood veil. I honestly think that birth is death and death is birth. That's what I taught my dad when he was dying. That's how I see it. So when you're born, you're going through the blood veil. You are fully connected in matter, which is your human form, to your spirit. The spirit is completely in you. Your spirit is trapped by the soul. That soul is not yours. That's the soul of this earth, this plane, this existence. Then it's your physical matter that's outside that soul. Spirit is you. That is who you are, not soul. That is more of that bullshit stuff. So when you're trying to connect with your soul, you're just connecting your shit more here, guys. You're just more stuck here. You're just more allowing the enslavement. You got to connect to your spirit, and you need to be clear and precise on your intention when you do things. As you know, they started these jabs for these little people. I was one of them. I got jabbed when I was little. The more that they can jab you and put in these metals that go past the blood-brain barrier, the less your spirit can stay in your matter form, which I call the meat suit. This is the meat suit, it's the soul, and then the meat suits trap the soul has trapped the spirit, okay? Get that straight. And remember, I always tell everybody to use their discernment hats, even with my information. You know, I don't know everything. This is what I understand through all of these books I've read, old books, occult books. I've read so many books, not all of them, but I've read a lot of them. And this is what I've come to understand. They do not want you to be connected to your spirit at all. Now, in my thinking of this, my understanding of this, the more you disconnect, your spirit comes up here. Always with you, but you just can't hear it or feel it as much anymore. When you're a child, you have so much energy and you're running and you feel great. And I've seen little kids go up to trees and you can see the energy that they give the trees and what the trees give back to the children. They're so connected to Mother Earth. They're so connected to their spirit. Then they love to give the ones that they know are going to wake up, have the possibility of waking up to a very extreme, very extreme. These people could wake up very extreme and could wake up a lot of people. Those are the ones that put in fucked up families. So you might get told, you know what, we're going to give you a great life this time. It's going to be a great experience. This is going to expand your experiences as a spirit in the matter, blah, 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 whatever the hell they tell you. And you're like, all right, I'll go, I'll do another one. And then right before the birth, you're thrown into another woman's womb. Because they want you to have a messed up life. The more abusive, neglectful life that they can give the ones that they feel will, or they know, will wake up masses, or will wake up to a level that they cannot control. Those are the ones they really like to just throw them into a really abusive or neglectful or messed up family. Then, you know, let's add religion to it. What does religion do? And I hope I trigger people on this so you think about it. Religion teaches that if you don't go with the herd and do what everybody else is doing, you're going to hell. If you have, I don't know, ideas that don't go with all the other sheep, you're going to hell. If you're promiscuous, if you're a liar, if you're a cheater, you're going to hell. Well, I'll tell you guys something. Every human on this planet has lied. Oh, yeah. Every human has lied. Every human on this planet has committed sins. So I guess every human on this planet is going to hell. Boy, heaven must be a really empty place. They indoctrinated us into religion to make us feel that we are not powerful. What do we do when we go to church? Remember, guys, I was a Southern Baptist Sunday school teacher. When we go to church, we sit and listen to the representative of our God because we need somebody to tell us what God's saying because we don't understand. And that person is telling us their perception of what our God is saying. And you know, our God not only teaches us we're going to go to hell, but that he's very judgmental and he's very, there goes the ringing again, he's very jealous. He's a very jealous God. Then, in my part of my little sector of religions, I was told to eat Jesus's flesh and drink his blood. That always was to me very strange. And then I do a ritual to ask him to come into my heart. Some being, some deity, I want them to come in my heart. That is a fucking ritual. And you know what? If you don't get upset about it, I don't know what to tell you. If you're not angry about all the indoctrinations and the programmings and all the things that stopped you. I'm 46 years old. I feel like I haven't lived my life because all my life I was either, you know, I had a really rough childhood, really bad. And it left me with a lot of panic disorders and agoraphobias and chronic anxieties and all these things. So the first 38 years of my life, I was sick. I was always scared of everything and I didn't live. I did not live. And all the traumas that I experienced as a kid kept dropping my adrenal glands down. That's what they want. They want us sick and tired and barely able to make it through a day. That's why a lot of our vitamins, I'm looking at my vitamin cabinet, that's where I put you guys when I'm in my kitchen. Most of my vitamins and minerals, really, they could be like 1,000 times better. They control everything. They control everything. Guys, our food, right now I'm learning about these prion things and it's like a virus or it's like, I don't know, I gotta really detail to explain these things. But they're finding this prion disorder, well, you can call it a disease, I just don't like that word disease. They're finding it in deer and antelope and elk and anything that you would hunt. And I started thinking about it, I'm like, well, what the hell? I mean, they want to take our guns away from us now too. They don't even want us to defend ourselves, which makes sense. I mean, would you want somebody to defend themselves if you want to take them down? No. But they want to take the guns away. Well, you don't need guns if you can't hunt because all the animals have this, some call it a disorder, some are calling it a disease, whatever. It's actually fatal from eating wild meats. And, you know, years ago we heard stuff in Arkansas about like the deer were acting weird. If they act like this, don't shoot them or whatever. It's probably been on our planet for a long time, and now people are starting to get the effects per jabs. Per the jabs. If these jabs haven't killed you right away, you are dying. From the time you're born on this planet, time kills you. Father Time, he's not your friend. Matter, the meat suit, this, all of this, things that we think are solid, all of this, matter and time, they are evil. This is not good for spirits to live like this. So as you go through religion and adulthood, having children, working jobs, constantly tired, barely making ends meet. You're lucky if you even have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. I mean, I have a nice house. I'm thankful, but there it is there. That's my programming. I'm thankful for my little house and that I work my ass off truck driving and that I'm tired and I can't find the time to do my schoolwork, truck drive, and make my videos the way I want. You know, I'm always hard on myself because I strive for more. They even teach you it is wrong to strive. It is wrong to feel like you should want to survive a bad situation. That's New Age religion bullshit. That's Scientology bullshit. Constantly give your energy and your power away to these deities. Masons even want you to worship something. They don't care what really. But you better start fucking worshiping something. And if you get into that 30-second, they've got the 3 deities that they want you to worship. And one of them, from my understanding, is, I want to say Yahweh, but it's the other one. Anyways, it's, you know, one of those. Then, by the time you're old, you've been jabbed, you've ate GMO food, you've got fluoride and chlorines in your water, your coffee even. Coffee actually, if you found a low acidic coffee is actually good for you. It's full of antioxidants, but all you ever hear from detoxers is, coffee's the devil. That's because that's what Dr. Morse said. Everything here, nothing's new under the sun. And if you want to understand that better, I broke this down for people about 10 years ago. There's nothing new under the sun means this. Everything here is just generational, regurgitated, programming, indoctrinated bullshit. You get some truths that makes your spirit trust, and then you take in the bullshit. So then by the time you're older, you're indoctrinated. You know, you're either going to go to hell or heaven. You constantly are praying for help and hope and all that stuff. You're exhausted, and then you die. And then you go up to wherever, I'm going to call it the astral plane, and I try to make sure I don't go there very often. Sometimes I don't have control over that in my dream time, but highly recommend you guys don't go to the astral plane. That's where they like to hang out, where you think heaven is. So you go to astral plane, and what do? They go, hey, yeah, your daughter needs you. You better go back, man. She's not doing good. Or, hey, let me show you this review of your life. This is your review of your life. You really fucked everything up. You're going to have to go do it again. That wouldn't even make sense. You can't do your life again. Or, hey, there's going to be this really bad thing that's going to happen, and we need you to go down there and rally up the troops and save everybody. Reincarnate. We are on a soul slavery wheel. It's just, I can feel the energy on that. Constantly coming back. We're all exhausted. I'm seeing babies. Some are actually really amazing. Some of them are tired. Their spirit is so fucking tired. They come into the world and they're just like, oh my God, and they know. They're like, wow, I'm back. Oh my God, what did I agree to? Or what happened? I told them no and I'm still coming back. If we don't do something to, my personal goal here is to get out of here. Not to worship something. I don't want to worship anything. I literally do. I remember back in the day, I had so many things around me all the time that I would feel the tinglies going up my spine. I would even feel like, you know, just tinglies all over, and I could tell when something was in the room, and I was constantly, you know, little chatters and stuff, because I've always been that person with spirits and stuff. I'm very sensitive. And then one day I did the work, and I was like, I want to be completely left alone. So I told all the ascended masters, I told all the religious deity craps, leave me alone. I will not participate in this anymore. Try this one. If you got the balls, try this one. If you do not have my best interest in mind, you have to leave. And then feel that. I always feel like this energy coming from my gut, and poof, Do that 4 or 5 times a day. Every time you hear the chatter, do that for a couple of days, and then listen how quiet it gets, and that'll be your confirmation. That'll be your confirmation. It will get so quiet, you won't hear anything. Because they have to do what you tell them to do. The thing is that if they can keep you from knowing that, then you can't do that. And they don't have to deal with it. You know, they can just keep continuously. You don't even hear their chatter, but there's constantly stuff going on around you. I want you guys to start asking these questions and tell me what you come up with. Why do they hate us so much? I mean, do you guys think it's the Anunnaki? We've heard that story. Well, maybe some of you have not. And if you haven't, there's a lot of Anunnaki stories you can watch on YouTube. Use your discernment. Is it the reptilians? I mean, a lot of people still say there's no such thing as reptilians. Well, I'm thinking you guys might want to check into that too. Energetic shapeshifters. A lot of people are like, Brighty, that's crazy. I've seen it in eyes. And I'm not talking about some of those stupid videos you see on YouTube where you can blatantly tell they're editing stuff. I'm talking about, I've seen it personally, face to face in the physical. The shifting in the eyes. Something is walking in. It's all real, guys. All that's real. This being a spiritual war is 1000% the truth. This is a spiritual war. They are after your spirit. I want to say soul because that's how I was raised. They're after your soul, which you can say that too, I guess. I just try to be very precise on what I'm saying. Do you guys see me jerking around a lot? You know, my allergies are bad today. What's new? So much energy in this video, but I'm very passionate about this. I've even had people ask me to start my own church. I don't like the name of that. Just so people can get together and learn these things. A lot of people say energy work is, you know, bullshit too. Well, the tards, they know it's not if you get somebody who's good. You can help people unblock the chakras. There's a lot of people that talk about chakras are evil. No, they're not. They're actually some of your energy points, and you really need to be aware of chakras. And I was taught when I was growing up that yoga was the devil. Oh my God, I've heard that so many times. Yoga's the devil. Both my grandmas were in California, but one was from Kansas and one was from Arkansas. Don't do yoga, it's the devil, you know. God forbid if I ever told them I could see things when I was a little boy, they would have just pooped their pants. Anyways, I hope this gives you guys an understanding, and maybe you'll start asking some of the questions that need to be asked. And I really hope that you guys stop jabbing yourselves and your children, because then you're going to be held responsible. And that's the other deal here. When I teach things, I'm held very responsible for what I say, and I'm aware of that. I am held very responsible for what I teach. That was something I learned a long time ago when I was a Sunday school teacher, that I had to be very aware of what I was saying, consciously know what I'm saying, because I will be held accountable for what I teach, especially for the spirit. Especially for the spirit. These things that are controlling everybody, they know exactly what they're doing, and you don't. And that's the saddest part of all. We don't even work on a playing field that's fair. This isn't fair. They say there's free will. Oh, and then the aliens say, you know, you guys haven't done anything for yourselves. Why should we help you? Yeah, fuck you. Because the last time I checked, I have been indoctrinated, programmed, and jabbed since the day I was born. And when I was born sick. So I had surgeries on my neck. I ended up drinking poison when I was a baby. I think I was trying to kill myself. I think I was trying to get out of here, honestly. There was like, I don't know, 5 or 6 times where I could have died. Popping my head open when I was a kid. It was a mess. I never stood a chance where a lot of people haven't stood a chance, honestly. There's no real free will here. The free will that's here is minimal options. It's not totally free. And God, we pay for everything. We're constantly paying and paying and paying. Start asking these questions. Try that thing I told you guys to try. Like, if you don't have my best interest in mind, because they don't all work off the heart space, you have to leave. Watch how quiet shit gets. It's pretty crazy. I'm going to end this video with that. I know that there was a lot of energy coming from me on this video, but I'm very passionate about the spirit for obvious reasons. Because personally, I want out of here. I'm not giving my power away to anything anymore. I'm constantly trying to connect to my spirit, and I'm tired. Constantly trying to figure out how to get out of here. That is the deal. You really are in a matrix of matter and lies. And the God of this planet doesn't love you. And that's a fact. So you guys might want to start considering all that stuff. I even know somebody, well, I don't know her very well, but I met her like last week, and she was telling me she worships Lucifer, and her life is shit. I wanted to say, well, okay, because I don't judge, you know, whatever. Worship whoever the hell you want, I don't care. But I wanted to say to her, but you're in an abusive relationship, and you're hexing your husband all the time. What are you doing? I mean, if you're going to worship something, shouldn't it be making sure you have a great fucking life? She doesn't. And the only reason I'm feeling I'm allowed to tell that story is because nobody's going to know who I'm talking about, and I would never out anybody like that. But how many Christians worship Yahweh and have shit lives? And how many women over the years were straight up abused and the feminine energy taken away over religions? No man should have ever allowed that. But then they were programmed and indoctrinated too. I mean, shit, they didn't really stand a chance, because if they would have tried to help, they would have been beaten. I mean, there's sick stuff in our history. And a lot of our history, I don't even know, because they're hiding it from us. They've burned it away. All right, let's take a deep breath. I hope this video gives you some information, maybe helps with some things. I'm well aware that this video is one of those videos that's probably not going to be the most popular, and I'm totally fine with that. Everybody has, in my mind and heart is open. Everybody can do and say what they want. I'm just trying to help you get, you know, at least start asking questions and see what your spirit comes up with things, you know, because something is wrong, right? I mean, you can feel that. A lot of people can. They're after your spirit, and they're going to make you come back. Do you want to keep coming back? TTFN.